A measure of wisdom each man shall have, but never too much let him know. Let no man the fate before him see, for so is he freest from sorrow. Hey everybody, it's Jeremy, and welcome back to turn 56 of Aries, where we are playing Utgard. This is going to be a pretty quick turn. It's pretty late for me, so I've got to kind of blitz through this. Fortunately, we don't have a whole lot going on right now. We do have a messenger from Atlantis, though, in response to the previous message that he had sent. Unfortunately, telling my plan involves possibly making myself quite vulnerable. Would you be willing to do a 6-turn nap, and your word you won't tell anyone? Or at least tell me how many gems you have of all types. If yes, I can tell you the details. Since we have had what I would call a great and fun relationship thus far, but obviously I want to win still, and I'm fine with that, I can tell you it stems from big globals comboed with nice SC chassis. There should be large gem income, and if you can enslave, I can send chassis to you naked and on hold 5 turns. The gems would be for overcast, but I would definitely be willing to pay back with interest. So this is interesting to me. I don't know all the specifics, but obviously I'm gonna respond to Atlantis, with what I perceive to be favorable terms. But I don't know how supportive I can be. I really don't have that many gems or anything like that. But at the very least, I have no intentions of attacking Atlantis, right, or ruining his plans. So we have a dire portent. We have the ascendancy has preceded by his ascendance over the Unreal. Yeah, I think he put up a global. I don't remember what global, though. We'll check here in a second. We have reanimation, nothing in Behemoth's Rest. We have a battle in Trollwoods, which we kind of just stomp. Nothing really to watch there. We got 10 more defense in a Umrul. I think we got 5 last turn, so that's pretty cool. We lost some unrest in Nirn, which is nice. There's an upcoming arena battle. Marcus was discovered and slaughtered, and then we have rolled out some stuff. So, let's check that global real quick. Yeah, Fata Morgana just went up. Interesting. That's going to be really hard to deal with, basically. So what are we doing? We are moving into Dead Forest, and we're moving into Trollwoods, kind of just to back this up. We're going to take Dead Forest back. We're going to try to patrol out the cult in both Trollwoods and in Dead Forest, and hopefully have these locations back under our control. We're continuing to preach in various locations. Actually, I need to check. Yeah, we can still preach here. We are sending Gunloth to the deathmatch. This is probably not a wise choice, honestly, on the grand scale of costs, risk versus reward, right? What we could get from... We are playing better arena, so we can get some pretty nice things, but realistically what we could get versus the chance of Gunloth winning versus the chance of us losing Gunloth, right, is probably not worthwhile. But you know what, honestly, at this point in the game I'm kind of starved for thrill. So, I mean, we're down to a very small scenario. I'm trying to work this situation out with Atlantis, so maybe at the very least I can help Atlantis go through one last hurrah, and then at the end, right, while Atlantis is doing whatever Atlantis needs to do, I can defend my throne against Gath and maybe rush back home, and that'll be a personal victory, you know, something like that, right? We do have 4 Scrotting now, not including Gunloth, so we are back up to an acceptable communion. We are getting another one here. We are getting another one here. We are probably going to dump most of our foreseeable money into Scrotty. We've got a little bit of income to play with. We're going to have to be pretty careful, but if we split 6 Scrotty with this and 6 Scrotty with this, right, 10 and 10, we can do some pretty fierce communions. Like, we can turbo skeleton for pretty much eternity. At this point, though, it doesn't really matter what we can do, because most of what we can do, Gath can kill. The thing is we just don't have the other buffs to go with what we're doing. So at the end of the day, I mean, he's just gonna kill our Seaths with battlefield evocations. So we're probably fucked there. But hey, I mean, we're not gonna just roll over and die. We're gonna do what we can. See how it goes though. We're site searching in a number of locations. We're continuing to preach in a number of locations. And that is pretty much it for right now. Can he still? So what are we doing? We do have the Palisades coming up next turn, and hopefully we're gonna have. I think I budgeted it right. We're gonna have enough money to immediately start upgrading that Palisades, because I am serious about wanting to defend this location. So we're gonna try to defend it as best we can and see what comes of it. Okay, so what else are we doing? We're gonna send some messages out. We're gonna send a message to Atlantis. And this is a relatively involved message, but it's not crazy. Take this as an agreement of a 6-turn nap. First turn of the nap is 57. Last turn is 62. First turn attacks could happen is turn 63. That being said, I have 0 plans to attack you, and yeah, I absolutely won't say anything about them. Unfortunately, I have very little in the way of gems now. I used most of everything to stabilize. I have 13 astral, 2 death, 20 nature, 26 blood. And I need most of it, though I'll make what concessions I can. And that's perfectly honest on it, like legitimately. I do need most of these. Probably the astral is the most expendable to me. Although, as we come into alteration, like there are some things I would like. I would love to be able to doom in combat. Like, control, it can be situationally useful if I know I'm going up against magic creatures. Like, I want to say, what, we got this Hashmal up here. I'm not sure if they can... There are some summoned units, basically, that are decent to be able to target with this type of thing, right? So. It's just, there are some things that I could potentially use my Astral Gem Pearls for, so I would like them, but if it's going to affect some overall plan, you know, it is whatever. Blood Slaves, I have to have some Blood Slaves. In fact, I'm probably going to have to start blood hunting a little bit in one of my locations. Probably Mighty Pillars, because I don't want to ruin the Olmish income scenario, but we'll see. We could do something else. But I have people right here, so probably just going to do that. And then the nature gems I absolutely have to have because of the buffs that I actually am using and the magic that I actually am using. How I want to get up to Wooden Warriors, Alteration. Also 7 also gets me Creeping Doom, right, which can be very powerful for disrupting enemy formations, etc. So it's just... those are scenarios that I kind of need the gems for, basically. Okay. That is pretty much the end of that. Let's send out a message to everyone, and this one is going to be kind of tied to the stanza itself. Let's all be our freest. Also, it's just the sign of the times right now, right, with everything going on. So, fingers crossed. That is the turn. It is short. It is simple. Hopefully we get some excitement with some battles with Gunloth. Hopefully, I warned everyone, so hopefully everyone sends out a combatant to the arena. That would be cool for us to be able to see a bunch of battles, arena battles next turn. And it'd be awesome if Gunloth comes out on top. I don't necessarily expect him to do so, but we will see what happens. Okay, that is the turn. I'll see you all next time. Peace.